Welcome everyone to another episode of the Intellectual Saviors of Wrestling with your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. And this is the Raw review from 17th?
17th of October.
17th, okay.
Yep. And we opened off the show with... Who else will open up the show other than Chris Jericho and his best friend in the whole world, Kevin Owens.
They're our best friends.
Yep. Nobody's as tight as they are. Their friendship can't be beaten.
Or can it?
Time will tell. Yeah, start off with them and, well, people were nearly getting added to the list.
Yeah. I think a few people were added to the list.
Yeah. Yeah, I think did the crowd get added to the list?
Yep. I remember a line of saying, you're all losers. You're all on the list.
And then shortly after, they were interrupted by Seth Rollins.
Yeah. And we still don't know if he's a face or not.
No, we just have to presume he's face.
Yeah, and he sported a new t-shirt, I see. It says,
He did.
Seth frickin' Rollins.
Yes. Rather dashing.
And it's got his symbol on the back.
Yeah. So, long story short, this got turned into a match. Seth Rollins versus Chris Jericho. There was a bit of added incentive. Chris Jericho won. He got added to the Hell in a Cell match. Hell in a Cell.
Didn't they try this last week and he lost?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this now because Jericho said, he got lucky. And he could beat Seth Rollins any day of the week. And Seth turned around and went, okay, how about right now?
Yes, that's correct, yep. Yep, so they had their match. It was very entertaining.
I was impressed by this one.
You'd argue should this be opening the show, but hell, the state Raw's been in the last few months. I'd just take it. Chuck Jericho and Kevin Owens on for 2.5 hours. I'd rather watch that.
I don't question Raw anymore. It's just, since the brand split, it's become such a chore. There is good pieces in there, but getting to them is few and far between.
Yeah. So, unfortunately for Chris, he ended up losing this match.
Yeah, there was a bit of botched interference by Kevin Owens.
Yeah, after Chris told him not to interfere, he could beat him on his own.
But no, Kevin came out and tried interfering, and it backfired.
Yeah, and then he had a brief segment backstage where Chris was looking for Kevin Owens and nearly added Kevin to the list.
And he very nearly called him a stupid idiot.
Yeah.
And you know what this is teasing? This is going to tease the thing of Jericho and Owens breaking up.
Yeah.
But the thing I have with that is that I don't want Jericho to be a good guy again. I don't.
I'm quite happy with him being a heel.
He doesn't work as a face.
This has been his best run in years.
Yeah, a very long time.
You know, at the end of the day, he's creating a list and calling people stupid idiots. He's made it incredibly entertaining to watch.
He has. I haven't been this entertained by Jericho since he called that fan an idiot. All those years ago.
Go out of Dorado. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot.
Yeah, that one.
So yeah, well, I think not long after that, before we get on to our next match, Raw officially accepted the challenge from SmackDown Live for the Survivor Series matches.
And it is live. We must stress this point. We cannot stress it enough.
Yep. And here's where we get our first toilet break match.
I wasn't ready. I didn't even need the toilet at this part.
We had Mark Henry and the Golden Truth versus Titus O'Neil and the Shining Stars.
Yeah, the whole story behind this was the Shining Stars were trying to sell them some dodgy watches.
Hmm.
And the whole stipulation was that if they won, Golden Truth and Mark Henry would have to buy the watches.
Ooh. Terrible. Sheesh, where do they come up with this crap? Yep, so long story short, Mark Henry and the Golden Truth won thanks to a world's
Sweatiest slam.
Yep, the Titus O'Neil. So unfortunately, the brand is still on his losing streak.
God. And they don't have to buy the blatant knockoff watches.
Yeah. And then we had some singles competition between tag teams.
Oh, well, sort of.
We had Big E facing off against Sheamus.
Oh.
Now we opened up with the New Day coming out, and no, we didn't. Sheamus and Cesaro come out first because Sheamus had his usual entrance.
Yeah.
And then he comes out, fella! And then Cesaro was hiding behind his back with his phone, recording himself.
Yeah, this was pretty funny.
Yep. Bit of flipping off and not very happy from Sheamus.
I mean, this was basically a reversal of the match they had last week. I mean, instead of Sheamus being on his phone, Cesaro was on his phone.
Yes, he was recording live on Facebook. And yeah.
It was an okay match. I mean, you know what you're going to get with Sheamus. And
Yeah, so towards the end of the match, Sheamus got annoyed with Cesaro still being on his phone, so he called him up to the side of the ring and said, "Let's record this." And as he walked round, he got hit with the big end by Big E.
oh god, not the big end.
And then he picked up the victory.
Yeah. And Sheamus, being as mad as he was, picked up Cesaro's phone and threw it on the ground.
Yeah. We'll see what happens next week with Sheamus and Cesaro.
I mean, that's harsh. They're expensive phones.
Really? No need for it. Dear.
Now, would you... Well, I'd be interested in one of the people in this match.
Now, this next match, you had a little brief moment backstage with Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Curtis Axel was there prepping his mate,
Yes.
and saying that he still believes in Bo and all this, and he's going to get the victory tonight. Unfortunately for him, he was facing Neville.
Yes, the pride of Newcastle upon Tyne. Which they will announce one day, hopefully.
Yeah. So yeah, but I'm not quite sure how it happened, but Dallas ended up beating Neville.
Yeah, it was a bit of a distraction from Curtis Axel. And Neville walked in. Well, no, I think Bo pushed him. He was going for the red arrow. He pushed him on the top rope. And as he staggered around, he caught him in. Well, I'm not sure. Has he even got a name for his finisher?
You know what? I'm not sure.
It was sort of like a reverse face buster, DDT type thing.
Yeah. And then after the match, Bo Dallas then decided to attack Curtis Axel and said, "Only I can believe in Bo."
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, Bo Dallas is still around. Why?
Way.
We don't know, but yeah, there you go.
What an idiot.
So yeah, and then you had a women's match on Raw afterwards.
Yeah.
You had Bayley facing off against Dana Brooke after the sneak attack last week from Dana after Bayley's victory in her hometown.
Well, it's good to see Bailey fighting like a proper woman wrestler again. or a
Yeah.
jobber. This one didn't go on for very long, but the ending did surprise me.
Yeah. Dana ended up picking up the victory on this time.
I'm not sure exactly, but I think the ending was a bit messed up because she sort of stumbled into the pin a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, was that supposed to be the ending? Did they overrun? I don't know. But it's a strange decision. I mean, I thought they would have been putting Bailey as the number one face.
Yeah, you would have thought so.
But I guess it adds to the unpredictability with the
Yeah.
women's division.
Yeah. Also, throughout the night on Raw, you had Lita interviewing Sasha and Charlotte and talking about their upcoming Hell in a Cell match. At Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, and we have just recently found out that match will now main event Hell in a Cell.
Although we must stress, Mick Foley leaked it out. And then a couple of hours later, he sort of retracted on it and said, "Oh, nothing official yet, just speculating."
Yeah,
You let the cat out of the bag there, Mick.
you blew it, Mick. Work on it. I mean, yeah, they were just your basic rundown interviews. Nothing really of note there.
No.
Challenger saying she wants to regain the belt. Champion saying she's going to defend it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious as to exactly how much they let him get away with in this match.
Well, there has been rumours that Charlotte wants to do a corkscrew moonsault off the top of the cell, and Vince has turned around straight away and said, "No way in hell are you doing that."
No, that's crazy.
And to be fair, I'll give him his dues on this one. Yeah, she shouldn't be doing that sort of crap.
No, God no.
If she just mistimes it a tiny bit, it could end very badly. At the end of the day, she's falling from 16 feet.
Yeah,
at least.
It took a lot of years off of Mick Foley's career. Both of those Hell in a Cell matches he was in. And I'm thinking, what's going to happen if like one of them accidentally tastes the wrong part of the steel and we get to see females bleed on TV? That's going to be a bit.
I'm very much thinking they're going to be wanting to avoid that at all costs.
So, on to the next one.
God. We've got the next Braun Strowman match, and he's facing the Mile High Trio.
Christ almighty. So we've had the Splash Bros and now the Mile High Trio.
Yeah. Shock horror. Braun Strowman won this match.
Not even close.
Although he did get interrupted after the match.
Yes, and I am not happy about this. Major not happy about this.
No, we had Sami Zayn come out and offer the man out.
Yeah, and Braun just pretty much pushed him right out the ring.
Yeah, so unfortunately this looks this is going to be happening. I mean, obviously it's going to give Braun a bit more credibility, but it's not going to do anything for Sami. And it's not looking good for Sami Zayn fans.
This is a stupid decision. I mean, if they were going to give Braun Strowman anyone, they should have given him Mark Henry or Big Show if he's still around.
Yeah, Christ knows where Big Show is.
What credibility does Braun Strowman get from beating a guy who weighs probably about as much as one of Braun Strowman's legs?
Yeah.
It's like when Big Show beat Rey Mysterio those years ago and was like, yeah. Like, well done. This does nothing for either man, and I'm probably not going to pay much attention to this match.
No. Right. Well, on to the next segment. We had Rusev and Lana in the ring. And they were confronted by the US champion, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, we were treated to some family album snaps from Rusev's family. And I swear, I think there was one picture where his grandma had a mustache. I was like, whoa, hold on a minute there. Dude looks like a lady.
Yeah. And ended with Roman getting a slap round the face.
Yeah, he insulted one of the family members. I can't remember which one.
Yes.
Now, didn't this lead to a bit of a fight? I think a fight broke out.
Yeah.
And Rusev put the accolade on Roman on a set of steel steps.
Mm.
And we were just like, okay, yeah, great, you ain't getting the belt back.
Yeah. We're moving on to the next match. We had Gallows and Anderson coming down to the ring. And we would be having a singles match between Carl Anderson and Big Cass.
Yeah.
But would Big Cass pick up the victory and hit the Empire Elbow?
What about the other one he does? I can't remember what it's called.
Was it like the Sidewalk Slam?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. So yeah, this was a decent match. I mean, the problem I've got at the minute is they just don't seem to know what to do with Enzo and Cass or Anderson and Gallows.
Nope, there's two tag teams who are just floating around from match to match with no real storyline.
Yeah. Which is disappointing because they're both two very talented teams.
I mean, they could have at least put, I don't know, number one contendership on the line or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so in the end, Big Cass ended up picking up the victory.
Yeah, with his spinning sidewalk slam thing.
Yeah.
Which I should know the name of it.
Right, moving on to the next match, we had some cruiserweight action. I'm not really going to touch on this all that much because, to be honest, I wasn't really all that interested. And where they've got quite a few of the cruiserweights that they've signed still committed to independent bookings that they'd already booked before joining WWE, they're very limited with their numbers and they don't seem to be doing a great deal with it.
No, this sort of is a bit of an approach of they're just chucking everyone out there and seeing what sticks. I don't think they have a plan for anyone, really.
No, because you had Brian Kendrick, Tony Nese, Drew Gulak versus TJ Perkins, Cedric Alexander, and Rich Swann.
Your basic good guys versus bad guys scenario.
Yeah. In the end, the team of Brian Kendrick, Gulak, and Nese ended up picking up the victory.
Yeah, Brian Kendrick got was one of the colored guys.
I think it was Rich Swann.
Yeah, he tapped out to the captain's hook.
Yeah.
Christ, what a name. Oh my goodness.
Could be worse, could be the Boot of Doom.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with the Boot of Doom.
Or the Magic Killer for that factor. Or how about the Midnight Hour?
Midnight. Oh my god. It gets worse and worse.
But no, it didn't get worse for us, it got better. Because then the main event, the thing that we had been waiting all night for, the return of Goldberg.
Yep, all throughout the night they've been showing these promo videos of all Goldberg's career highlights. They didn't show the one where Scott got him with the taser gun.
Jeez. Yeah, they had a brilliant start to it where Michael Cole was in the ring and he sort of basically announced Goldberg coming to the ring. And then he was walking all through the back and all the superstars were there. All the referees and that watching him go past that. You had a bit of a cheesy... You had a bit of a cheesy look of acknowledgement and smile from Sami Zayn.
Yeah, just randomly sitting on a box, as he does.
And then he had a brilliant thing with the New Day where Biggie just looked around in amazement and pointed, "Hey, let's go! Let's go!"
He's a fanboy at heart.
He really is. Yeah, and then Goldberg come out to the ring, annoyed the crowd a lot. Obviously, had a bit of a talk about how it's been 12 years since he stepped into a WWE ring, and obviously discussed about Paul Heyman's challenge.
Yes.
And he said he tossed and turned with the idea a lot. In the end, he was going to accept the challenge.
Yep, and not only is Brock Lesnar next, but he's last.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does this confirm that this is Goldberg's last match?
I think it's safe to say, I mean, give the guy his choose, he's 49.
Undertaker's older.
Undertaker's an exception.
Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I mean, I recently watched WrestleMania 20, the match again. I'm really not up for this one. I'm really not.
I think, well, I'm hoping it'll be a decent match. I mean, we all expect Lesnar to pick up the victory. But yeah.
I mean, it's been 12 years, and have either gotten better?
No. No, not really.
So we will see what happens with that one.
Yeah. So, I think that about does it for Raw.
Yep. That's the Raw review from your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. We will see you again for the next one. See you later.